Hello and welcome to another episode of That Cooking Show. Today on the show we're going to be making clarified butter. That's right. If you're looking for something with a lot of flavor and a high smoke point to cook a lot of great stuff with, we got you today. Before we get going though, be sure to hit the like button on this video, hit subscribe as well as the notification bell. It is important that just because you hit subscribe doesn't mean you're good. You've got to hit that notification bell to make sure that you get all of our videos when we upload them. Now then, let's jump into things. As you can see, I've got some butter melting over here. I've got 4 sticks of butter that is slowly melting. I don't want this to come to a big old rolling boil because it'll then turn brown, become ghee, which is not what we're trying to make today. We are making the classic clarified butter. I just turned my stove off, I think. Oh, we are not making ghee, we are making classic clarified butter. So we're gonna let this melt all together, and then we're gonna let this come to a small boil, if you will. You're gonna see it get really foamy, bubbly, thick looking. That's all normal and natural. We are only going to do this for about 15 minutes and then we're gonna get it off the heat. So stick around, we'll be back whenever this is up and going. Okay, so we've got this on a low to medium heat. It doesn't take long. As you can see, we're already starting to bubble up. You could see a lot of foam on top. That's the milk fat coming to the top. A lot of the moisture is coming. That's what you're really trying to get rid of because that's what's in butter that makes it go bad over time. Clarified butter, you'll be fine to have it for 6 months once you make it like we're making it today and use it for your little heart's content for all kinds of good stuff. A stick of butter isn't gonna last that long. So clarified is better on every level, but you don't need it for every recipe. So that's why it's a little bit special. So we have had this going now for a couple minutes at a nice boil. You could see a lot of this coming on to the top. I'm not really worried about getting that out just yet. I'm more worried about keeping it moving so that there's not hot spots. I don't like browned butter as much as I like just the good old liquid gold, and that's what we're going after today. So I'm gonna keep it moving a little bit just to make sure that we're not getting any real hot spots on any one certain part or anything, and also to make sure that nothing's sticking. I mean, it's butter, it's not gonna stick that much. So I'll be back in a little bit, about 10-15 minutes. Okay, so as you can see, this is boiling away. As we've been boiling for about 10-15 minutes. You can see a lot of that milk solid come up. You can also see the line where we started and where it's kind of reduced to. That is a lot of that water and moisture coming out of there. Moisture and water specifically is the thing that's going to promote the growth of bacteria. So that's what we're trying to get out of here because we're getting all that moisture, water, fat, all of the bad parts, if you will, of butter out to make it the best version of itself that we can. So we've got that going for, like I said, 10-15 minutes on kind of a low to medium heat. It's going to be enough to boil it. We just don't want it to like be a huge rolling boil because then it's going to brown, and it's the same process, but that's how you make ghee. To me, it has, well, not to me, to everybody, it has a much nuttier flavor. I want something that's just going to be pure butter flavor. So that's what we've got. We're going to come over here. We're going to take this and pour it into a glass bowl. I'm using a glass bowl that has a spout on it, if you will. We're just going to go in with all this hot deliciousness. I'm gonna call that good. You can see there's still stuff inside of the pan. I'm not gonna try and get all that up because a lot of that is our milk fat. So, well, or whey, if you really want to know what whey is, Little Miss Muffet. So we're going to let this sit here. I'm actually going to do a second batch and add to this because if you're going to do it, just do it all at once. And you're going to see all of it separate, and this is going to become a really light, very transparent, more transparent yellow than what you see now, and all the milk solids are going to solidify and drop to the bottom. Okay, so we've got all of our butter. That is 8 sticks. That's 2 packs of butter that we've done. I'm going to cover it with a cheesecloth. We don't want any critters getting in. And we're just going to wait. We'll be back in about an hour. Okay, so an hour has gone by, and we're going to take, there's not a whole lot, but we're going to skim the top of this. This is one of those things you don't want to rush through. You want to make sure that you get all this. This is important, because any of this that gets left behind it's not clarified butter at that point. It's moisture in there, and it's going to make your hard work all for naught, as it's going to not last as long. So I'm not worried about getting it perfect. I want to make sure that we get rid of all that milk solid. So if there's some, you're like, oh no, there's some clarified butter in there. It's okay. It's a sacrifice that needs to be made. So I'm just going to go in along the edges, get as much of that as I can. If you scrape the side, it comes off pretty easy. Okay, I'm going to call that good for now. Now then, I'll show you how I've got this. So just a regular mixing bowl, a double mesh strainer, not a single. That's a very important difference. It's going to strain out even more of the milk fat. So double mesh. And we're going in with some cheesecloth over top. We're just doing everything we can to try and collect that milk solid as much as we can. I'll try to maybe drape this up here a little bit so that we can get that on camera. Maybe, something like that. Good enough. You can kind of see in there. So I'm gonna go in here and pour. I'm not gonna just like dump it all super quick either, because at the bottom of this, I don't know if you're able to see that on camera, you could see a lot of the milk fat is at the bottom. So when we go to pour this out, we're gonna pour it out slowly, because a lot of that is gonna stay at the bottom. Okay, now then, you could see we're gonna really be careful and go slow. I'm not worried about getting all of this. In fact, you could see a lot of it starting to come through. I'm gonna call that good. I'm not too worried about not using that little bit that's in there. If you wanna use that for something that doesn't need clarified butter, by all means, go for it. And there you can see, that's clarified butter. All right, I've got my cell phone propped up through there. You can see it's clarified. There's nothing floating in there. There is nothing but liquid gold. It's good stuff. So this is gonna be really good at room temperature. If you wanna keep it room temperature, if you wanna put it in the fridge, it'll stay good either way. It will solidify and become kind of more like the texture of what we're used to with butter if you do that. If you need to throw it in the microwave or warm it up a little bit as you use it, by all means you could do that. This is good for a long, long time. Regular butter will separate at 250 degrees. Its burning point is roughly around 350. By clarifying butter, we've now raised the smoking point. That means we can cook in higher temperatures up to almost 500 degrees. Between 450 and 500 degrees is where this smoke point is now. So that is as high as some of your highest smoking point oils. So, and it's packed full of good flavor. So this is how you make clarified butter. We're gonna use this in some future recipes, so we will be able to recall this video. If you need to watch it again and learn how to do it yourself, by all means, please do. Clarified Butter 101. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking us out, and we'll see you on the next one.